What is typography? Typography is everywhere that we look. It's in the books that we read, it's on the websites we visit, even in the everyday life, on street signs, bumper stickers, and product packaging. But what exactly is typography? Simply put, typography is the style or the appearance of text. It can also refer to the art of working with text, something you probably do all the time if you create documents or other projects for school or yourself. Common types of fonts. Typography can be an intimidating subject, but it doesn't have to be. You only need to know a little to make a big difference in the stuff that you do every day. So let's get started. The first common types of fonts and what you need to know about them. There are two big categories, serif fonts, and they have little strokes called serifs. They're attached to the main parts of the letter. They flip up, they flip out, or they're little bulges off the tops and the bottoms of the letters. Because of their classic look, they're a good choice for more traditional projects. They're also common in print publications like magazines and newspapers. They're very good for reading body of text, very small or large. So again, here's a picture of the little added serifs to the ends or to the tops and outer edges of a lot of the letters. It becomes very decorative. Sans serif. Sans serif fonts don't have that extra little stroke, hence the name, which is French for without serif. The word sans is without. So none of these have the little flips or the doohickeys on the ends of them. They're clean. This style is considered more clean and modern than serif fonts. Also, it tends to be easier to read on computer screens, phones, tablets, etc. Again, let's review. Sans is without the little serif decorations. Serif has the little decorations on the ends, the bottoms, and the edges of objects. Display fonts are another style of lettering. They come in many different styles. They could be script, black letter, all caps, or just plain fancy. Because of their decorative nature, these kinds of fonts are best for small amounts of text, like a big title or a header, or something that's very big and graphic in designs. They tend to kind of be bold. This is where lettering style can be heavy, and it could be more like a shape. Light fonts are just that. They're light in weight, so they might appear as just a thin little curved line somehow in your design. Let's look at the anatomy of a letter. Whoever thought that there'd be an anatomy to letters? This is a massive overview of all the different pieces and parts that make up letters in typography. Let's simplify this down though. The X height. This is the body of a lowercase letter. Notice how the X fits perfectly between these two pink lines, the base line and its top. The letter Y, most of its body fits inside of that X height as well. There's a little part that swings down below. The H and the T also have most of their body fitting in this X height area, and little parts are flying above. The parts that flow down below on the Y that we just saw, and also on the G, the J, the P, and the Q, these are called descenders. These are the parts that flow down below or swing below the body's X height. An ascender is like the H and the little T we saw earlier. And on this letter D, biggest part of the body of the letter D is in the X height area, but parts of it ascend or go above the X height. Display. This is a typeface that's meant for viewing things from a distance, like on a poster from across a room. These display fonts are not meant to be used in a body of text. Could you imagine looking at all of this in a big paragraph using this particular font style? Display fonts come in all different shapes and styles. They range from script to bold, ultra light, right through distressed or grunge or handwriting. In review, serif fonts have the decorative flips at the end of each letter. These represent a little bit of how a scribe would write with a quill pen. You know, when they would flip up at the end of a letter, that's what this serif is representing. Sans serif is cleaner without all the decorations added to it. Display typefaces tend to have a wide variety of options in weight more than other typefaces. The end. By the way, what typeface is this?